Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, which is on Language Paper 2 Section B, and today we're looking at question 5. This is for the AQA course, so if you do a different specification, then do not watch this video, it will confuse you. First thing we're going to do is look at how we can read the question. So at the start of section B, at the start of question 5, the exam paper will give you some instructions. It will tell you to spend about 45 minutes on this section. The full paper is 1 hour and 45 minutes, so make sure that after your first 60 minutes, you've finished section A. Whatever you've done there, move on and take the full 45 minutes for section B, because you need that time to pick up as many marks for this section as you can. It will also tell you to write in full sentences, to plan your answer, and to check your work at the end. Now, those 3 instructions aren't things that you should ignore. You should take them really seriously, because that will affect the marks that you get, especially planning your answer. Especially if you're looking for the top marks on this section of the paper, you need an answer that's really well structured, that's coherent, that's logically ordered, and isn't just a bit of word soup on the page. Then you need to check your work at the end. There are a lot of marks for spelling, punctuation and grammar on this part of the course, so you'll need to go back to check your capital letters, apostrophes, full stops and so on. So what will the question itself look like? You'll be given a statement and then an instruction, and then it tells you how many marks you'll get. So let's read the statement. Here it says, schools should ensure that all students take part in sports. It is good for their mental health and well-being, physical fitness and social skills. Write an article for a magazine in which you explain your point of view on this statement. 24 marks for content and organisation, 16 marks for technical accuracy, which gives you 40 marks, which is why you need the full 45 minutes for this section. If we break the question down, you can see that the first section of the statement gives you an overall view. So schools should ensure that all students should take part in sports. So this is about schools, about the school curriculum, about the subjects that they offer, and the extracurricular activities that they offer. Then, after the semicolon on this question, it gives you 3 suggestions, and you could use these to structure your answer and make sure you address all 3, because they're quite different things, but essentially there you've got 3 paragraphs planned out for you. Then, if you look at the statement, here we need to focus on the word, genre, audience and purpose. So the genre is the type of text, so you could be asked to do a magazine article, a broadsheet newspaper article, a speech, a blog post, a letter. So you need to make sure that you're fitting the genre. Then the audience. So what kind of age group are you looking at? Are you looking at writing a fairly informal piece of work or something that's a bit more formal? Here it's a magazine, so it's a little bit more informal, not completely informal, but not quite as kind of formal as a broadsheet newspaper would be. And the purpose is to express your point of view, so we want to hear your opinion. I would suggest that you generally agree with the statement, because it will be set up to help you to do that. However, you can have a counter argument and you can disagree if you really want to. In terms of the marks, the 24 marks for content and organisation. So that's for your ideas, the quality of your ideas. So think about those ideas not being simplistic, but being quite complex. So for example, you could quite easily say, students shouldn't have to take part in sport in school because they might not like it. Well, that would be a fairly simple idea. If you wanted to make that idea more complex, you'd be saying, well, students shouldn't be forced to take part in sport because they might feel really self-conscious participating in something that they're not quite so confident in. And actually, maybe it would help if schools were able to help students to build that level of confidence. Okay, so that would be a more complex idea. Within those 24 marks, we're also looking for really good vocabulary, language devices, and a good structure to your piece of writing. Your 16 marks for technical accuracy then. So obviously we want your work to be correct. Capital letters, full stops, apostrophes, spelling, all of these things should be correct. But to get the full 16, you need to have a variety of sentence structures and a variety of punctuation. And I'm going to look at that in a separate video. Okay, so thank you very much. Make sure you jump on the playlist and watch through all of the videos on this topic.